And I don't know, we'll see if he just can happen to play like the full switchblade of 4-position heroes or not. So it's definitely going to be one of the first experiences I will personally see Ice Ice play it. I'm excited about it. Mirana was mentioned before, but not for Warriors Gaming. I was thinking about it for Wings, but Warriors Gaming will grab it up for themselves. So, you know, once she gets that ag, she has wonderful bursting potential, great fight to be spotted. Oh, and that does block the camp. Okay, it is right in the corner, so he'll have to look elsewhere if he wants to get that first creep.
Yeah, just trying to delay as much as possible, I guess. Oh, roll in. Missed the power shot.
Okay, that...
The miss!
Oh, got it! Uphill does not miss. And they will claim first blood right on that Enchantress. Beautiful roll in, but they will claim a life themselves. They get the Enchantress takedown, man. Elder Titan sporting all that right-click damage. Is able to pop them down.
Yeah, Ice Ice
also going to get dropped. Yeah, it's 2-for-1 trade, but we keep chase here for Afu because they get that long little Fortune's End, but it's not going to be good enough to get the finish. Afu will be able to walk away, and our game starts out 2-1.
I don't know why it's so funny to me when Elder Titan auto-attacks heroes. Like, the sound and the animation that he has, I just always laugh when I see him get a kill. Rolling again here on mid. Looks like Ice Ice isn't going to quite be on point this time. Mid matchup-wise, Wind Ranger should have a pretty distinct advantage, even without the roaming of Ice Ice, because he has superior base damage on the Wind Ranger, really good animation. Yeah, this should be a bit of a struggle here for Nana early on.
Roll is in, it gets good connection, but yeah, she's got the leap. I mean, that's one of the things that sucks, though, when you're playing Earth Spirit and you're like, oh, it's great when you go against those prominent mid laners of the past, when Earth Spirit was in his heyday, if you will, when it was like Shadow Fiends and all these tanky or just fighting heroes that had no escape mechanism, or maybe an Invoker, something like that, but lately it's been a lot of heroes who can just kind of casually jump away from trouble. So Ice Ice, though, is doing his part in kind of being a presence. Top lane, though, Kangaroo under the tower, going to be taking advantage of. Faith Beyond grabs that one up, and it evens the game now 2-2 in the Batrider solo matchup, rather, against the Legion Commander.
Oh, I know why. He was only level 1. He was only level 1 because he had to walk all the way back to lane after the fight. That's why he died. I was like, that should pretty much never happen.
Ooh, Satyr creep. Bottom lane, purging its way onto the Drow. Shadow multi-purge, not going to be able to make it away. He goes down, and now they look to Ice Ice here. Him and Y hiding behind the trees here. The PA, though, happy to just dive on in, continue to hit with the daggers. Boulder Smash will connect onto 2, and he'll be able to rolling Boulder back and away, but the chase continues for Jin. They'll be able to get it done. That's a nice little takedown there. And they'll be able to walk away with the snag. 4-3 now. Very hot start for both teams here. Lots of bloodshed.
My god, towers be damned. They do not care.
Yeah, right?
I mean, Enchantress is really great for the early game dives because she's pretty much the only hero that can have multiple creeps at a very, very early stage, like level 1, basically, and you just run past the tower and you just pretty much kill whoever's there. But yeah, you can tell that Warriors Gaming, they want to really try to push the pace in other areas because you can see the mid matchup. It ain't great. Like, this is a Drow Ranger freaking... Or yeah, Drow Ranger Aura Wind Ranger. Like that is not fun to lane against as anyone, especially a hero like Mirana who has abysmal base damage at early levels.
And for early gaming roaming supports here, obviously Ice Ice has a quota to meet to kind of continue to keep the pressure across the lanes, but you can almost say the same here for the Enchantress, and once they spot each other, they're going to make a go for it. Ice Ice rolls in, and they'll be able to get the takedown. After picking up the Invis, you know, Y makes the rotational play. Earlier, Ice Ice had crossed the Enchantress, so he knew she was in the neighborhood, and they take good advantage of that. The 2-on-1 will do the work. And you can't underestimate the bursting power, of course, of Purifying Flames. Even at level 2, it does a lot of work, and you're definitely going to get like 2 of them off in any sort of scrap.
Yeah, it's a lot of bursts for sure. Needs to be a bit careful. There's a Centaur, though. He's going to be able to zone them both out. Looks like they won't be able to go for a kill. I mean, this aggro lane is really terrifying, because all it really takes is one dagger, and then that gives vision for the Spirit, or the Spirit gives vision for the dagger, vice versa. There's a lot of synergy between the PA and the Elder Titan in the laning phase. Yeah. They kind of enable each other game. So I've never really seen like a huge differential and overall like net worth and stuff between these two teams. But
I think it's just Wings are getting more kills and making more things happen. It looks like in this game as we see them take down
the Oracle on the bottom lane as well. There was no blink there on the Legion Commander. I guess it was just a dagger into a dive. Speaking of dives,
yep, they are way deep now to get the Enchantress. With the help of that Shackle, they will be able to get it done. Kangaroo's moving in. Doesn't have the duel or anything, but he is able to get the kill. That one's going to be easy, and Blink could be dropping as well. Able to get the wind run off, goes for a TP, but that ain't happening. There is a Starfall coming, and the double proc will even hit 2. Kangaroo up to 20 damage, by the way. He must have been part of that kill in the bottom lane, while as we see a takedown. That's Apu will also get dropped to catch the back end of that one. Wings able to kind of capitalize on that, but are they going to be able to make it away? Shadow gets hit, and he gets hit hard. He's going to get dropped real fast. Oracle also left behind. He's certain to drop. They know that, so they want to follow it up and try to get Faith too. Waiting for the duel, they got it, and they'll get even more damage from it. Just as I was saying, things were looking a bit better for Wings in the early game as opposed to the other 2 series or whatever. Wings or Warriors Gaming really open it up now. Think about going in for the moment. And need to wait a bit longer till those level 6s come together and they can make some team fights happen. But now a jump potentially for Blink. He's getting bursted down a bit, and he will get dropped now.
Oh my god!
And Eyesight is also going to get taken apart. That's 3 now with the duel on top of it. Here comes Warriors Gaming. That's 40 damage already on Kangaroo. It's 12 minutes in, and he's got 40 duel damage. You don't see that very often. Whoa.
You would not think that this guy died solo in lane to him. It's a very, very scary thing. Although I guess at the same time, Wings also have their initiation item as well. As Faith Beyond's going to pick up his own Blink Dagger. He's going to check the pit.
There's the break, bumps up Mirana to the high ground, but she does have that leap to make it back down and below. But a Bat Rider's on the prowl, and they're very nervous about finishing off this Roach with him in the area. And with the rest of Wings around, nice connection. 3 people gonna get hit from that boulder smash, and allows him to take down 2 right away. This Roach is very weak. Are Wings gonna consider moving in and trying to get the finish? They are. Nana still on the high ground. Finally, the Starstorm goes in with the Starstorm. It's not gonna be enough for the finish, and Wind Ranger will pick it up. Blink is the man, or Blink is the man with the new Aegis now. Gets a false promise, but that won't save him. He'll quickly lose that Aegis life. Kangaroo sports another 10 damage. He's up to 50 now, and then he gets blasted down right after that. And 3 are going to get dropped from Warriors Gaming. Wings in classic fashion. Ooh, almost get Nana, but somehow take a game that looks like it's just slipping out of their hands, and they just get that one grab and like, nope, we're not done yet.
You commend that Oracle right now. You commend him like 1,000 times.
There.
No? Okay, there is a sentry, okay. I didn't see it at the start.
They do have the Elder Titan. His stomp is not going to quite connect, but it does hit connection. False Promise will be there to try to save Blink, but he is certainly dead. Way too much damage during that bubble. Will not allow the handover of extra damage, but nonetheless, the game is already on now. Shadow to the high ground to be able to make it back away, but the chase is on now from Warrior Gaming, heading up through the staircase. Magnetize connects onto him quite a bit. Wings trying to split, but there goes one. Quickly critted and tear it apart. It's going to be Ice. On the other front, they will be able to get the Legion Commander and the Mirana. Double takedown for Wings. Buyback is going to be forced out now from the Elder Titan to the bottom lane. But all for what? The fight is over. Wings Gaming, it looks like, might have just taken that one with the 3 kills in the
time, like maybe not even a quarter of a second earlier. There could have been a point where everyone was slept and there was no one there to pick up the Aegis. So I understand completely why he goes in there, because if he gets the Aegis, then it's totally worth. The Elder Titan, you can walk back towards the pit, he can blink out after he respawns, and then, you know, Wings come out with like a net 0, and both teams expended 1 buyback. So I think his heart was in the right place.
Slow cooked venison. That's deer, right? Faith Beyond just torching up Lady Enchantress right now, has been on her tail for quite a while. After 6 stacks, they'll finally take her apart. Ice feels necessary to even get the Magnetize off, but they'll eventually bring down little Lady Enchantress. But Moonlight Shadow, Kangaroo, on the prowl, creeping in from behind here, still holds his Shadow Blade. 10 more seconds of cooldown under the Moonlight Shadow. They're coming in from behind. Wings Gaming, are they going to be ready for it? Long arrow, no connection for the Oracle, but they finally get the duel off, but he gets hit with a Fate's Edict. He's not going to be able to do any right-click damage. Beautifully done right there. On the other front, they were going to be able to get the Elder Titan. Now Frantic, Nana able to make it back and away. Kangaroo still up in arms and can't get the finish on that Oracle as he false promises himself. Desperate for the dive, makes it back and away. TP is stopped, and he's going to be shot down. Quick Fate's Edict, beautifully done there by Y. That was nice.
For a second there, I thought that Faith Beyond actually griefed him, because they had different ideas.
They make chase for Wings. Wings have actually smoked themselves and are already heading out the other direction. But as we know, they are going to be crippled in this game moving forward, with the mid and bottom lanes continuing to be able to kind of advance in. Their wave clear is pretty good, but it's just something that will continue to cripple them.
Yeah, it's all right, not great. I think it's Like if the Drow had Aghanims or something, or they even had like a Maelstrom on Blink, I'd say they would feel a bit more comfortable. But as you mentioned, like time goes on, yeah, pinging it out wise, like yeah, the creeps are pretty much gonna go kill our base, so we gotta back up. And that's something that Warriors Gaming can always abuse. Just whenever you're feeling uncomfortable, you just wait for the waves to slow push. And Wings don't really like to show on lane that much unless they absolutely have to, as most good Dota teams, so that way you're not really giving any information to the other team. But this situation for them is not, it's not even a game where I would say them scaling into the ultra late game is necessarily going to favor them, because they're playing against Elder Titan and they have an Agi core, which means that hero is going to get like destroyed. Wind Ranger only has a base of 7 armor anyway, and that PA is going to be looking at a damage item next, and I wouldn't be surprised to see it either be an Abyssal or an MKB. And that's like a tri-core with an Elder Titan aura. I think that Warriors Gaming have the late game pretty handily here.
Might not be much of a late game here if they get a good fight. They are creeping in through the front door. Ward slowly in. They're still smoked. And they jump on Blink. They see Blink right under the tower. They try to go for him. A false promise will be there. They even give him the Fate's Edict. It might mitigate a lot of the damage, but there's still plenty of pure damage coming out with the help of those javelins. He second guesses committing in, but he will certainly get popped. That's going to be a buyback now coming out from him. There's a pretty good magnetize here. Forces Warriors Gaming backing away. They'll reset. Nova, though, heads out the other direction and will be isolated and taken apart. So it's going to be 1-1 apiece. Warriors Gaming, not good enough for them to kind of close out anything. So they'll pull off. But they got the buyback of Blink. A good pick nonetheless.
Yeah, the extra damage too. That's the other thing.
This should make my life easier.
Oh wait, no, did he didn't get damage. He got
Oh, no,
false
he didn't.
promise,
He
never
was
mind.
114,
Yeah.
so.
I keep forgetting false promise is a skill. But
It's a good
I mean, even
skill.
in a game where the Legion is, I would say, somewhat hard countered by the Oracle, he's still managed to accumulate a lot of damage and is he's forcing them to use the ulti if you want to think of it that way. So they have to use it to stop him, and then they're not going to have it for anybody else. And usually that target dies anyway. So because of the amount of damage and the farm advantage that they currently hold, is like kind of wasting the ulti. The only thing you're using it for is to prevent him from snowballing even harder.
Yeah, exactly. And you don't want to be stuck in that situation. You have to try to use it to your advantage to be able to pull the game back. And they're trying to pull back Ajit on this one. He's able to make it out in the back into that lasso. BKB's up. Blink continues to chase. They'll finally get it. But oh man, potentially 3 slashes could do the work. But there's that false promise once and again. But again, it will not reward the damage, but it will reward the kill. And that is going to be Blink out. He has no buyback here. Warriors Gaming
Chase
could
Beyond
also
too.
chase Beyond on this one. Oh, nice jump in though from Ice. Ice hit with the Magnetize, rolls it on out, but of course the Yules is going to cancel out that Magnetize. Ice Frog really did a number on the Earth Spear with that one, and he's going to be able to make it back out in a way. Back to the base here for Wings to try to defend. Warriors
They gotta
Gaming
kill that
know,
tier 2,
though.
man. Or do they just want to go straight for Throne?
No, straight down mid. Blink
They're,
is
yeah, they're
gone
going
without a
straight
buyback.
down mid. All right, here we go.
I don't think Drow has a buyback either. No. 30 seconds. Warriors Gaming going for the closure here. Tier
They
4
have
is
Glyph.
down. It's all on the Ancient. And they're going right for it. There is a Glyph to stall them. Faith's going on looking to try to Aghanim's drag back here. Can't get him inside the base. It's not going to be good enough. They live on. Kangaroo, though, could be going down here and eventually will be dropped at the back end of it. But look at Warriors Gaming. They're going to be going instead for what's important. That's the Aegis, or the Ancient here.